investigate because I don't know what KP's doing. Maybe she's still doing stuff. Maybe she's not. You know, maybe she is. Maybe she isn't. But yeah, well, it's a good thing you don't. You know, it's a good thing. Some people don't know them, and some people do. And if you do, then you do. But and it's just I think that, you know, when you look at everything I've done on when you look at everything I've admitted to what I did, that I done a lot of things that were wrong, and then I won't even apologize for. Yes, but at the same time, if it was so wrong, you guys should have handled it the legal way instead of intimidating people, going to my family, and then you guys get mad when that was done to Berto. Well, I am a victim. I am factually. I'm not playing a victim. I was doxxed. My family was harassed. I was sent very nasty messages. That's another thing. I have the screenshots from messages I've been sent during this whole stuff. I'm not going to apologize to Berto because what do I owe him an apology for when he was down with some of that stuff? Like, I have the recording where he sat there and admitted. Mama Debbie sent me the screenshots where he said he doxed people. He admitted he took part in that. So you can say wow all you want. I'm not going to apologize to somebody. And honestly, and I'm not saying, like, you guys are acting like I'm just out to get people. Berto played me. There's no anything about it. Berto played me. And, you know, he can act like a nice guy or whatever, but they're all manipulators. Just look at what they're doing behind, and until somebody can tell me one thing, nobody in here can sit here and say, what are they saying behind the scenes? Because you guys don't know. But I think this is social media, and what you always have to understand is there's always a rat somewhere. And so that's the stupidity on. I'm not saying one person. I'm saying whether it's Ohana, whether it's Rosa's group, whether it's Queenie's group. Why do you go into why do you go into group chats? If you have a one-on-one conversation with somebody, it's very unlikely that that's going to get quote-unquote leaked out. But you're in a group chat with 10 people, 5 people, 5 people. That's not the best idea. And so people have sent stuff to me that I've sat there and been like, wow, is this even real? You know, I've been surprised at times when I get this, even with that time Mama Debbie calls me up, can you guys see these Discords? And I thought she was playing a joke. I said, is this really going on? And she said, yes. You know, she always said, my girls, Shelly and Sophie. But she ratted them out for everything they did. And now I have somebody in Ohana that's still helping me. I have a kind of a person in the Feral group that's helping me. I have a lot of people in Rosa's people know about Rosa, and people are very distrusting of her, and a lot of people reach out to me about her all the time, and there's a lot of stuff she's in that she won't admit on that live. So thank you. No, Berto's involved in it. You're not behind the scenes. Go ask for the screenshots. Debbie's pet. You're Debbie's pet. You know that because you won't do anything besides your own voice in your head. Go ask for the screenshots from I will give you the no, actually I don't. I may say go ask the person that's giving this to me. And if you want to go ask them, then come back to me. But don't sit here and accuse me of being a liar. A liar. How do you know if it's a lie? Have you seen the screenshots? No. So how about you go ask for those screenshots from your own group? Because obviously you're in one of the groups, so go ask. Go ask for the screenshots. I know you're so, and you know, I'm not a liar. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you something. If I'm a terrible liar, why didn't the FBI just say, have a good day, bye-bye, don't call us again? Why did the girl say, this is enough to come out and we'll investigate this further? If they're not, and if it's all lies, why are they coming out here in the first place? Answer that. No, answer that question. You don't have to believe it. Why? Answer that. They probably want to conversation and access you. Well, I guess you don't. You don't, but you don't know Shannon did either, right? You don't know Shannon did. Well, there you go. So don't take one. You're taking things every which way. But I don't have to. I may record that when the FBI. I'm not going to do it anonymously, but I will ask them if I can record. I'm going to ask, can I record this for documentation? They're probably going to say no. Well, they're coming out, Amanda. They're coming out. So you tell me. They're coming out here. So if they didn't care, the girl would just have a nice day, go on with your life, get off. The police don't care. I will say that. The police don't care because they will run around and say, get off the internet. The officers told me that so many times. Just get off TikTok. Now the FBI, they say, we're going to look into this, right? So there is a big difference between the FBI and the police. I will admit that the police have been no help at all. They're coming for you. That's hilarious. No, they're not coming for me. They're actually coming to take the information from me. I was the one that called them. You're so dumb, you know. You try and twist everything. They are going to. I already gave them. You're not. I don't have to say everything. But I guess since you asked that in a respectful way, I gave them her number to call. They're going to talk to her. They're already going to talk to her. So they're not. They are. They're very thorough. They're going to talk to her as well. It's not just me. But this was like a 30-minute conversation. So, you know, I could go here and there and everywhere with it, but they are going to talk to her. She still has the texts. So they are absolutely going to talk to her. Not that she plays a big role, but, you know, she's been messaged a couple times. So they are going to talk to her. Everyone's already made FBI. Yeah, you're so funny. Nobody's coming to arrest me. You're so dumb. Well, people don't understand how like the girl explained to me, an IP address goes to a location. That's what it does. It goes to a location. You don't just look up an IP address and find, oh, it's this person. No. It goes to a location, and based on the location it goes to, they can possibly, and sometimes she said, sometimes we may not be able to find out who's doing it. She admitted that, even with an IP address. Sometimes they may not be able to find out who's doing it. But sometimes, based on an IP address, they can find it. People are kind of like hoping they can. That, you know, people think they're slick. They're not slick. Why if you were so confident in everything you're saying, then why come on here with a fake account? That just shows people obviously have fear of what they're saying. They don't want to be seen on their real account. I don't know if they're going to do that. She was given that was a hypothetical that I asked her. They are coming. I don't know if they're going to need my phone. They may need my phone. They did say that. They may need my phone. I don't know for how long. She did say they have a way to just get the stuff off their while they're here. They can do. I don't know how they do it. I've never had an FBI. I've had the police out here. I've never had the FBI out here, so that will be a first. But apparently, they can get everything off the FBI. Yeah, call them. Call them. They do. They said as long as I unlock the phone, they can get everything off the phone. I know you don't. I know you don't. I know who you all are. And I know you don't, because you haven't really done anything to... Honestly, 99% of the people that were involved in this are probably not going to fit the criteria for anything to happen with this. But there are a couple that have crossed the lines into breaking the laws. And whether the FBI is even going to see it worthwhile to do anything about that, I don't know. Maybe they won't. I'm not saying they will. I'm not sitting on here saying, haha, you're all going to jail. I'm just saying... It's moved on to them going to investigate it, and I'm going to see what they find. That's it. I'll see if they come back with anything. I hope they do. No, I'm 23. I don't know what that means. They'll find things you didn't even know. Well, yeah, I mean, no, nothing's ever deleted. I believe that. Now, you can delete something that, yeah, obviously, I'm aware of that. I have deleted things, but whether I delete it or not, it can be recovered. So it's, I don't know. Oh, you're scaring me. I don't care. I already admitted to the girl what I did. I said I've doxed people. You know, I don't care. You guys done the same thing. So I don't care. And honestly, I don't pay them. You know, it's free. They come out here and do the stuff. If they come back and say, hey, we didn't find anything. Or if they come back and say, hey, or maybe they'll never call me again. I have no idea. Whatever the case, it doesn't really matter to me. We'll see what happens. Well, it's funny that you're in here, Amanda, after you say that you have nothing to do with any of this anymore. Oh, just leave us alone, but that you're in here watching my live. Really, Tobeans paid the FBI. I know nothing about what Tobeans did. I know nothing about that. I've heard a lot about it, but I don't know anything about it. I don't, you know, I don't know what she was trying to pull there with that fake thing of making the guy a mod or whatever. But, yeah, that's somebody in Ohana. We all know who that is. No, I'm glad that it's going to be taken care of in an orderly fashion. And I'm not sorry to anybody. I even said, the girl keeps asking, are you sorry? Are you sorry? Why would I be sorry to a guy that manipulates things? I mean, he admitted that he was doxing people the whole time. I'm not sorry. They're not sorry. I'm not sorry. So why should I be sorry? Answer that. Why should I be sorry? Are they sorry? No. No, the FBI didn't ask if I was sorry. I didn't say. The person, the girl, the Debbie's pets asked if I was... She said the FBI asked if you were sorry. Oh, gosh. No, the Debbie's pets asked if that. Oh, gosh. Yeah, the FBI is going to say, were you sorry? That is a funny one. It is kind of a joke. It is. That was funny. That was funny. I think it was. Because I think the FBI does take things seriously. They're not going to sit there on the phone and say, "Are you sorry?" or no. Like they're going to do their investigation. They're coming out. And by the way, everything's going to be found out about what they're doing. Like again, 99% of people involved in this they're not going to do anything. But there's a couple that I can see them pursuing it. I don't care what you guys believe. That's... Oh my gosh. Now, here comes the crazy people. I'm going to recap this one more time because I'm going to get off here because I can tell they're coming in here and they're starting stuff. I spoke with the agent from the FBI today. They are going to be out here later this weekend and they're going to be taking some information and they're going to follow up on that, hopefully. And that's all I can say. That's all I can say. Is that hopefully something will be done to those that did wrong. Well, imagine. Let's see. Let's see if it happens. I mean, maybe they'll come here with handcuffs. Do you think? Do you think they'll come here with handcuffs? We'll have to see. Later this week, yes. Do you not? What is so funny about that? Yes, later this week. She couldn't give me a date. She said later this week we'll be out. Later this week. Simple. Dumb. You're dumb. You know, later this week. That's... I didn't say weekend. The girl said week. Later this week. Okay? It's very simple. Yeah, I know Kelly. Kelly is not that smart. I love how Kelly... I hope... I do know... Well, I do know that when all this stuff does come out, and they have... If they do pursue anything, I can make that public. And then everybody's going to be... I wonder what the excuse is going to be then when the FBI... If the FBI does do anything, are people going to be like, oh my gosh, she was... No, they're not going to... I mean, nobody's going to care except for the people that they come after. That's the only thing. The only people who are going to care... You know, because I have a suspicion who was behind that text. And I don't think she's in Ohana. To my sister. So, I mean, Ohana's... I don't know. I'm going to have to see what... I don't know. I really don't know. Well, it's not drama when somebody is sending a text impersonating the FBI. That's what's not drama. I think the girl took that very seriously because you're intimidating by using a federal agent to try and get information. So that's a felony, but it's not drama. That could have happened off TikTok. You have to understand yes, they did. They did do that. I showed that a long time ago, along with a list of other things. That's what I'm trying to find out. I believe I know who did it, but she won't admit to it, but, I do believe that I know who did it. I honestly I hope kind of it was her, but the other part of me hopes it wasn't her. I'm not gonna say that, because she's probably watching, and she already knows who she is, and, I'm going to, I believe probably somebody in here did it. They're already watching. No, I agree, it's stupid. She did block the number. I'm not proud of myself. No, I'm not proud of myself at all. Yes, karma is very real. Thank you. Karma is very real. I agree with that. Come on here and say that under a real account. You can't. But at least I'm handling things the legal way. Hey, I know somebody that called the FBI Mel. That was Shannon. Shannon talks about the FBI every day in her videos, how she filed an IC3 report and she talked to the agent from the FBI and allegedly there's a case on me that she has. So I'm just saying, like, if that's the appropriate way to go, and nothing happened. Listen, you were just messaging me last night trying to say that I need to do other stuff. So now you're saying nothing happened. That was it. That's because it's Shannon. You know, it's Shannon calling the FBI. Could you imagine how that went? Shannon calling the FBI? Come on. Like, give me a break. That's why it got nowhere. That's why nothing happened, is because Shannon called the FBI. You know, a 10-minute call about filters. Don't listen to that account. I'm coming here trying to make up things, but that's okay. You know, I mean, I don't think I'm better than Shannon. Like, you would have to put that into a better category. Like, I don't think I'm better than her, honestly. Oh, we are one the same. You know, that's funny. Yeah, we're not. Shannon's not as, I really believe this, and I don't mean any disrespect by it, honestly. But Shannon's not that smart compared to me. I believe I am smarter than her. I mean, to me, she's just dumb. Like, you don't go on, like, even here I am talking about how I called the FBI. Am I giving the agent's name I spoke to? No. She sits there on a TikTok video and says, I spoke with this agent at this location and yada yada yada, and this is his phone number, give him a call. I'm like, why? You know? I'm not... Well, you're the psycho. You're the psycho coming on. You're coming your real account. No, I'm serious. Is that not the truth? The girl sits there and gives out all the names. Shannon is a real whack case. I don't have a lot of free time, Taylor. I don't know. Taylor, let me explain something to you, if you don't mind. I have a life, is what I have. And it's not on TikTok, believe it or not. I'm on TikTok. How many hours are in a day? For those trying... How many hours are in a day? 24 hours are in a day, right? 24 hours are in a day. I'm on TikTok for maybe 2-3 hours every day. Okay? Out of the whole day, I'm on TikTok for maybe 2-3 hours. Maybe some days of the week, maybe if it's raining or during the winter, maybe like 5 days a week. Not 5 days, 5 hours in a day. 5 hours in a day. And I don't think personally that's bad. I mean, if you look up on your phone and you see how often, I can look it up. I have the exact times, you know, Instagram, TikTok, everything. So I'm not on it. You know, I go out, I do stuff. I don't have a job, but that doesn't mean I don't have a life. You know, I like to get out, and be around real people. That's why I kind of started to be like, fuck TikTok, fuck what people think on TikTok, you know? I don't have any friends. I cut every single person off. I cut Zero off. I cut Mama Debbie off. I cut the even Shelly and Sophie. They were trying to make nice with me, and I said no. And I cut them off. Because if it's all fake. It's all fake. Yeah, with the same, yeah. You're very funny. So, in terms of, here's the thing with Debbie, DTPL. Me and her have never been friends. Me and DT Debbie, the pet lady, have never been friends. And I feel like that's a mutual thing. Like, I feel like she's used me and I've used her. I'm gonna sit there and be like 100% honest with that. Just fiance, yeah. No, I don't think. But I'm saying like a genuine friendship. Like I actually like being friends with somebody. You have to care about them. You have to care about them. And I don't think Debbie really ever cared about me. Like, from a standpoint of, oh, you matter to me. You know? So, I don't think... And for me, with her, I felt bad for some of the stuff. And absolutely, it's TikTok. I don't want to talk... She's always the one that makes contact outside of TikTok. At this point, if I ever did go and gift her or support her at this point, I have always said, I don't need to have conversations with you outside of the app to gift you on TikTok. That shouldn't, and there's a lot of people I gift on this app that I don't have to have communication. And there's a couple creators that I'm in their Discords, and I kind of just see what they do in there. But that's it. Other than that, I've cut everybody off from that. A lot of people, I don't care who it is anymore. A lot of people were trying to reach out to me. J Block was one, Shelly, Sophie. Just in the past couple Sophie, and I didn't need to have it. They're not real friends. Go out in a real life like I do. Go find a group. Go out and enjoy a real social events. You guys are all telling me to do that. I already do that. Me being on TikTok for 4 hours in a day does not negate from the fact that I can get out and have a life. Because let's compare and see how long you guys are on TikTok. I mean, I know people that are on this app 24 hours a day. Literally. I'm not on the app 24 hours a day. I'm on it for like 4 or 5 hours a day. What do I do a lot I go out. I'm not going to say where. There's a lot of places I go out here. Whether it's, I'm not going to say where, but just things that you can consider hobbies, like golfing or going and enjoying a movie, stuff like that. That's outside of TikTok. So it's not a lie. You just don't believe it. Just because you choose not to believe it doesn't mean it's a lie. Yeah, I know. I do golf. I not on a course, but when you talk about like the putt and like Top Golf, I go to Top Golf a lot. But not like courses and everything. I don't do that. I don't post my personal life on here, because if I did, I think I would have a lot, more people coming at me trying to figure out things. So I don't post. I have before. I posted a couple things. Back last year, I was still posting a couple personal things when I was out doing things. We have those scooters out here that you can go ride on, and I posted videos of those last year. I think that was. But I have forgotten. They're not, it's irrelevant. It's on the sense of the 4 hours. Kelly, I'll be 100% honest with you. I actually have limited myself Um, in terms of once I get off the app, the TikTok and everything, I'm off the app for the rest of the day. You know, that's the other thing with Mama Debbie. And again, we were friends for a year, and I cut her off because she was all drama, and I don't think she was ever a real friend either. I met her once because she lived close. That's it. But you know, she would call me. She called me when I was out at the movies. She called me when I was out doing things. And you know, one time she called me at the movies and I answered and I started talking to her and I missed half the movie. So, you know, I have had to learn that when you're on TikTok, you're on TikTok. When you're off TikTok, you need to be off TikTok. You don't get on it or off it for anybody. Let people say what they're going to say. Let people tell you be on here less. Let people tell you be on here more. I don't care. Once I stop going live, do you think I just go and watch people all day? No, I'm off the app. It's not, you know, you guys make it like I'm behind a computer, like looking up people all day. I type in a name on a background check site. It takes 2 minutes to run, and boom, there's their information. That took about 5 minutes. I don't sit behind a computer all day digging up people. So that's your narrative, not mine. That's the truth. Well, you're not a lie detector, so I'll take a lie. I wish I could get a lie. I think other people have said that too, but give me a lie detector test. But they'll say I faked it or whatever. Thank you, Taylor. I appreciate you just coming in and saying that. I don't, you know, it would be nice if everybody could at least have some respect. I'm not gonna sit here and I haven't. What has been done to me has been awful. Until you go say that same thing to the people who dox me, don't sit here like you're either against you're either against doxing or you're not. If I dox, it's wrong. If somebody else doxes, it's not. That's always what I've heard here. Because you know who doxed me. You guys know who. Some of you in here on fake accounts probably did it. So stop coming in here with that. Like, you guys want to sit here all day and say doxing, but why don't you go and tell the people that doxed me first that it was wrong? Is doxing... So it's only wrong if the person's like... See, you guys don't define what means innocent or not. You guys are mad because I went up on Debbie's live and called people bullies, and I guess that means I'm not innocent, so that gives you the right to dox. KP did it. I'm not denying that. Yes, she did. KP is an awful person. She's a hoax. She fakes things. She lied. She faked an apology. She's continuing to work with Queenie. I'm not denying that. Queenie did a lot. Not Queenie. Well, Queenie too, but yeah, KP did a lot. KP is if it wasn't for KP, I probably wouldn't, it probably wouldn't have got to this point. But I'm not defending, again, I'm not justifying my actions. I'm just saying it is what it is because I really don't care. But I do believe a factual to this is that had KP not been doing a lot of the things she's been doing, things probably wouldn't have got to this point, because I believe that people would have been able to just drop it. Like, I think, like, you know, you've heard since the beginning that I'm irrelevant, like Ben's irrelevant, yada yada yada. KP made me relevant by doxing all of my information in a Reddit page. So, like, she could have just said, okay, you know, he went on Debbie's live, let's move on, let's ignore him, yada yada. But instead, she continued to go after me for day after day after day in that Discord and whatever you want to call it, Discord and Reddit. I'm not lying. What am I lying about? I know you blocked me. I can say your name. I have the right to say your name. Your name's not copyrighted or trademarked, so I'm not lying. What am I lying about? Because I'm not lying about anything. I said your name in terms of you reached out to me 3 weeks ago and were trying to talk to me on Instagram. I did cut you off. Just because I did not respond to you. I did cut you off. I didn't play your games. You weren't trying to be friendly. The whole time you kept asking me about who's this person, who's One Day, what's this person up to, what'd Mama Debbie do? You were never trying to be friendly. You were trying to cause more problems, and you're still down with Mama Debbie. Admit that. You know, you had Rosa in there like, oh, where'd Mama Debbie go? Admit that you're still talking to her. The one that did all this doxing. Admit that. See, she won't admit that. She still talks to Mama Debbie, the one that fed all their information, and she's still talking to Miss Mama Debbie. She won't deny that because she knows it's true, and I have proof that she's still talking to Mama Debbie. Yeah. There you go. See, she's not denying. She got real quiet now. You're still talking to her. It's because you are playing Rosa still. After all she did, sending stuff from your Discords, I'm the bad one, and she's and you know, whatever. That's what's fucking terrible. Oh, now you put me in this shit.
I don't talk to Rosa. I got nothing to do with any of your fucking drama.
You talk to Mama Debbie. You talk to Mama Debbie.
I do talk to Mama Debbie, so...
Go. Thank you. So you're going to talk to somebody that revealed all your personal information.
She didn't reveal shit, Ben.
Yes, she did. I said you literally had the
screenshots. What's my name then? What's my name then?
Jessica.
What's my last name?
What do you want me to do?
What's my phone number? What's my address? Go ahead.
She sent private Discords of your conversations, sent the information that Shelly dug up.
That's not doxing or giving my private information. So leave my name out of your drama.
With what she did, but you're not okay with what I did. So what did I do? What did I do that she didn't do? What did I do that she didn't do, Sophie? What did I do that she didn't do? Yeah, she's going to be a part of FBI. Yeah. You see, she admitted it. That's all. There we go. I hope somebody screen record that. Shelly and Sophie, they're still talking to Mama Debbie. Oh, she didn't do anything. Oh, only other than creating all this stuff in the first place, reaching out to me. She started all this. That's what's really terrible. Is Mama Debbie was the one that started, hey, do you want Rose's information? Do you want Shelly's information? Yeah. And it's all thrown on you. Exactly. Thank you. Oh, gosh. It really is. It is all thrown on me. Because that's how they like to do things. They will throw it all on me. Even though Mama Debbie was the one that reached out to me. Oh, do you want to see what's going on in my Discord? And so I had to record, and Sophie was so upset with that. Oh, I can't believe Mama Debbie would do this to me. She shared all your friends' Discord. She shared your messengers. She shared your private information. And then you're going to sit there and act like, oh, well, that's okay. But what Ben did is not okay. She was the one that doxed. She doxed, and it's, again, Ben bitched out to me and got me all that information, all those screenshots of all of her quote-unquote friends. Now, if I'm not mistaken, if somebody's friends with you, are you going to share private messengers and private Discord screenshots with somebody if that's your friend and you're sharing that to somebody else? No, you're not. So, I mean, again, it's fake. They don't know her. They live in totally different states. They don't know each other. It's all fake. It's all fake. It's all fake friendships. Because if somebody shares, I'm not deflecting. You started all this. You and your friends started all this. I'm talking about Mama Debbie, and they all know it. Mama Debbie and she knows it. It's not deflecting. Mama Debbie reached out to me and sent me the information. And you know that. You know what she sent me. She sent me all of your Discord conversations and your Messenger conversations. How is that a true friendship right there? I don't know a person in here that would be okay if their quote-unquote friend sent all their private messages to somebody else. Yeah, you forgave her, so don't come at me when she's done way worse than what I have done. What have I done that she hasn't done? And you're coming at me. That's what's fucked up. If they would just say, oh, she was the one that admitted to the Corey Lumen stuff, the Rosa stuff. It doesn't matter. I could get off the app tomorrow and you guys, it doesn't matter. That doesn't mean anything. She's off the app. Just because you get off the app doesn't change anything. It doesn't mean you're innocent. She's back? Oh, is she back? Do you have proof of that? Is she really back? See, people know more. Shelly's trying to twist things to yeah, it's just crazy. And it's funny because I knew this. I knew they were talking because people still tell me stuff. This is how so quote unquote friends they are. Is that I knew they were talking days ago. It may not be anybody's business, but people have certainly told me. I knew it before anybody else. Adults can talk to who they want to, but don't sit here and attack me when your friend was the one that made an account on somebody's granddaughter. Your friend was the one that was sending me and making accounts on Corey with the K and Rosa. And then you guys tried to play it on me, and I have that message from Shelly that she sent me where Shelly said, oh, I hope Zero doesn't say anything because they're gonna know it's not Ben. Should I put those screenshots up? Let's put those screenshots up since she wants to play this. Oh, she hasn't done anything worse. Let's see what Mama Debbie has done. Shall we see what... What's that say? What's that say right there? When they all knew about this, because this... Yeah, I'm sorry. Let me do that. Let me show you what they all really knew. How do I get these damn boxes down? Yeah, I don't know. Well, I'm trying to make it bigger. Oh my gosh. I don't know how to remove these damn boxes. Well, it's not going to let me do it. It does prove it. It proves exactly what she did. Proves exactly what she did. It literally proves everything. That is a messenger between you. Know that's your messenger because there's emojis that reacted to it. You can sit here and deny it, but at the end of the day, you know what she did. She sent it to me admitting that was her. Where it says, I'm nervous, I'm going to bed, I hope they believe it was Ben. That was Shelly that sent that, and you know that. So stop, you're the one deflecting. I don't have to prove it because you were in that messenger and you know it's true. That's a screenshot, and we already talked about this on Instagram on the phone, and you admitted that it was all true about these screenshots anyway, that this is true, that your names were put in there. So you already knew this came from her. There was only 3 people in that messenger: Shelly, Sophie, and Mama Debbie. Debbie admitted that she was going to make an account, and I wish I could get the whole screen on there, but I don't know why it's not letting me if I can't remove these things. Let me see if I can't. I may have to request somebody random and see if I can get out of this. Yeah, I know you have yeah, now she's scared. She's gonna go back and report to Mama Debbie. Okay, let me get out. There, I fixed it. That worked. Okay, I will put it back up now. See, I know how. That took a minute. Green screen. Shall I put screen? Shall I put it back? Here's more of their messengers. Oh, and that one actually shows a name. Shelly. Look at all this. It's all their confessions. Acting like I'm the one doing the wrong, but she did all the digging up on them. She made all those fucking even to Mama Becky. They were coming at Mama Becky really bad. It's terrible. Yeah, you don't look. I'm going. Let's read this. This is from Miss Mama Debbie, Mama Debbie, and this is her message. Again, it's in purple, so that means she sent it. This is what she sent to them in their group. I'm going to take a picture of Rosa's son and make a TikTok page and message her and say, leave you alone, we have all your information, will be released. And to that message she sent in a messenger with Shelly and Sophie, there were actually, in response, laughing emojis. They laughed at it. And now they're all like, what the fuck? Like, okay, so Rosa, let me get this straight. Let me just make sure we're all on the same page here. No, exactly, zero things. Let me put this into perspective for you. Rosa blocks me because I didn't defend her enough when I was in a mental crisis on a live because Groovy was coming at her. But yet, you let Shelly and Sophie, who are talking to Mama Debbie in your live, after they were the ones that did this. That is like, I'm honestly like, it just shows. Look at it shows it. It really shows their true colors. It's all a game. Like, this is why people say I'm paranoid. It has to be an act. Like, who would be okay with you doxing their information and then now they let them back in? That's what's I didn't do anything to this girl. Nothing. I did not even know there was a Discord that what they were doing. None of that shit. Until Mama Debbie reached out to me. Like, so don't stop coming at me. How about you admit what your own little group did? Either it was a setup, or Rosa is just dumb. Like, I don't, which one is it? Can somebody tell me, is Miss Mama is Mama Debbie, the one that claims she does no wrong, but here is her confessions. That she made those accounts. That she did a lot of things and tried to frame me. Even I even texted her once. I said, "Mama, do you want me to take the blame?" She said, "No, me and Zero are gonna handle this." I don't talk to her, but I know your friend Sophie does. Sophie and Shelly do. I don't talk to her because she had an officer impersonate, and I've actually taken out a police report against her, believe it or not. And that's got nowhere, but that's why I'll put the FBI. I know she's scared of it. Listen, let me tell you one thing this is where everything, I will explain something to you with this. Let me explain something here. I'm not going to stop speaking your name until you own up to what you did, Miss Squirrel, setting me up. That's Squirrel in the message at the bottom where it says, I hope they believe it was Ben. I hope they believe it was Ben. They all set it up. That's Shelly's message right there, the squirrel. I hope they believe it was Ben. No, you made those calls. You did it, Shelly. You've already admitted you lied about me. I have those messages too where you told Mama Debbie, oh, Ben actually has a heart and he was trying to protect me. You did it. Shelly is sneaky. Absolutely. I never called Corey because I had her number since Mama Debbie gave it to me, but go ask her, did I ever call her? No. Apparently you called her and they all heard the voicemails of it. Yeah. So your own friend, Mama Debbie, ratted you out. This is a screenshot from your messenger. Not mine, your messenger. Stop trying to play it. They admitted they all heard you leave a voicemail. So whether you did or didn't, I don't know. That's just what she said. Again, if you didn't, your friend's lying on you again. But you know, they are all talking. And she made the fucking accounts. And they all knew. I wonder, how much do you want to bet? There was two other people in that messenger. Sophie and Shelly. So who did the laughing emoji, Shelly? When she sent that in the messenger, did you put the laughing emojis? Or did Sophie? Busted. Yep, she's busted. Either she laughed at that message that Mama Debbie sent saying she's going to make the account on Rosa, or Sophie laughed at it. So which one? Who laughed at that message? Yes, you did. You responded to it. I have the full text. I'm only showing part of it on here because I have all the messages with Mama Debbie. You're gonna see, like, who wants to see all the messages? Because, Shelly, that's gonna give up your Facebook. But I'll show all the messages. You want to show all the messages? We can show all the messages, but you didn't want your Facebook being exposed. Remember that? Let's show more since Shelly wants to play the questioning game. Yeah, let's show more here. Show us all. Okay, let's show some more messages from Shelly. Shelly knows nothing, right? Let's see what Shelly doesn't know. Shelly knows nothing, right? Let's see what Shelly doesn't know. This is another courtesy of Mama Debbie, because Ben knows I'm the one that called Corey. You can't say anything, but that's why he won't tell them who. Boom. Again, exposed. Look what she knew. She tried to blame it on me. Ben won't say anything. He's trying to protect me. He has a good heart. Yada, yada, yada. Yeah, she got exposed. I have so much message. Did she say she's calling the police? I admitted it to Corey. I'm so glad you admitted it, because you guys doxed her. Not me. Not me. I didn't dox her. You guys doxed her. Your friend, Mama Debbie, admitted she doxed. Like, what the fuck? And then they try to pin it on me. Group mentality. Feral mentality. Wow. The ferals. Up to no good. Let's see what other screenshots I have. She's gonna call the... She's gonna call the... She's getting... I'm just going through messages, seeing what I can find out. Here's another... This is another one from her. Shelly is fake as the filters. Yep. Shelly is definitely fake. But I like this. You know which one I like the most? You know which one I like the most? Please. You know which one I like the most? Please. Let's... I really like this one the most, right? Because I'm the one that does all the doxing, but here's her own confession that she did it. Shelly does catfish. Listen, if Shelly would just admit... They keep pinning it on me, but let me explain. I'll answer that for you, and I have the exact answer straight from the horse's mouth, as they say. Shelly admitted when they went up in Shannon's box, which you probably didn't see that. If you did, you did. It was a meltdown. It was a bad night. But when they went up in Shannon's box, Shelly named me because she said Ben is always the one that gets accused, so I'm just going to accuse him. Even she accused me of the phone calls. Remember that? She said, I haven't done anything. It's all Ben. Maybe she admitted it to Corey after she blamed me, but not before, because that night in Shannon's life, she pinned it all on me, when her own friend, Mama Debbie, was the one behind it. Yep. And they're all playing Rosa like a... Rosa... I believe Queenie made a video once, and I saw the deer in the headlights, and I said that has to be Rosa, because Rosa doesn't know what hit her. They're all playing you, Rosa. I'm sure you're listening. All playing you like a fool, because they are the ones that did the terrible stuff to you, Miss Rosa. Not me. You block me. What do you want me to do, Rosa? Apologize? Since apparently that's what they had to do to be unblocked after they doxed you. Yeah. So terrible. So did Rosa really talk bad about Dixie? To an extent. I mean, listen, when you define talking bad, when you are telling somebody that Dixie is a drama starter, that Dixie comes into her lives and is trying to get all the attention, the views, I believe that's talking bad on somebody. Right? If you're accusing Dixie of trying to get attention from her, because Rosa was saying she's getting attention off my lives. I don't lie. I'm not lying. I've already said this. Not one of you has been able to come back. I've said this over and over again. It's so simple. Come back to me. I have been watching these lives. I want to hear Rosa say she didn't do it. And then I will share the audio. It's actually an audio clip, too. So just go, I want to hear it on a video. It's just somebody send me a video of Rosa saying, I didn't do it. And I will post it. Because Mama Debbie sat here and said she's innocent. Boom, you're not innocent. You were the one that did this. So if somebody will own up to what they did, I'm going to leave them alone, you know? But if somebody wants to sit here and lie, then I will expose them. So somebody just proved to me that Rosa's lying. Go get me a video where she's saying, I never talk bad about Dixie, and I'll show it. Just go. Well, Ashley, I thought you supported DTPL, and this all started back a long time ago just because I went up in DTPL's box. And this group has been coming at me ever since then. Well, send me a recording of that then, please. She obviously has talked bad on people. I mean, there's proof of that, so that's not true. I'm talking about the first day, Debbie's pet. I'm talking about the first day. You guys doxed me. I know, you told me that. I remember you were in here. You said, is it really that bad that I don't like the Misty, so I gifted her? I said, no, not at all. I think you have the right to gift whoever you want, really. And for a group of people to come at you so much because of who you gift, that's terrible. Well, I don't know who you are. Maybe I don't know. You're on a fake account. I don't know who you are. Rosa's the one who used Dixie to try and get her followers. Well, I agree with that. I actually agree with that. I believe that Rosa was more so trying to use Dixie, but she turned it on Dixie and said Dixie was using her because she saw the people. Let me tell you one thing about what and this is again, private conversation. I don't care. I'll put it out there. Their goal was to get bigger creators to pick up on it. And they needed, as to quote Rosa, they needed Dixie for the bigger creators because they said Dixie was the biggest victim. And that kind of is true. Dixie is the biggest victim if you really, quote unquote, victim anyway. If you don't, depending on whose side you are. I think Dixie is the biggest victim. So she said anything we do with the big person, Dixie will have to help us with that. Same with Shannon. That's why they kept bringing Shannon back into it. And I even asked her, I said, why did you did Shannon help you with that Mexican homie stuff? And she said yes. Shannon was a big part of Mexican homies thing. She was telling him who to block, who to bring up, all of that. Well, I have messages from where Dixie was threatening me, so yeah. Yes, Dixie was threatening me. Listen, if you have paranoia and Dixie's writing in a message, oh, Ben's got something coming to him, I'm going to call your police. Dixie wrote that towards me. Oh, Ben's got something coming to him. Just wait. That's what Dixie wrote, and I have screenshots of that, too, by the way. And Shannon's also done some terrible stuff. Shannon started it with me. Shannon stooped down to using homophobic slurs before I ever did really much of anything to her. She's a terrible person. Shannon is. Yeah. It's really terrible what they do. Shelly ran off to the Farrells. Let's put it that way. No, I didn't mistreat Zero. I was very nice to Zero, actually, and she used me for her own. To quote Zero, we're going to get somebody in Ohana, and we're going to use that person to get things done. So I think maybe Zero was trying to use me. Let's be real, that was Zero's own words. And there were a lot of people that heard that conversation. Frankie, yeah, Zero did do that. Look, I got haters on everywhere. Zero did do that. She's using Becky. I don't think she's using Becky. Like, Becky, for what? Becky's just Becky. Like, she doesn't have, if anything, they've got through it. I mean, now I will tell you, by looking at Becky's posts, that she wants their approval so badly. Has anybody looked at Becky's posts like, I'm a better woman, I put the past and yada yada, all this nonsense? I'm like, Becky, this is... Oh, they tried flagging me. Well, I'm gonna reset because I have too many people in here anyway, but I'm going to reset, and if the non-trolls want to come back, they can. Yeah, it did. I'll talk about that, Ashley, but I gotta reset.